All right, welcome back. Doing the third round out of 4 general areas or sections of superexceed.com.au where you can super exceed your expectations. Obviously, it's all about getting yourself to work at the easiest, best possible path to be able to enlighten yourself, to use the whole creative life force that makes everything, not just the world, space in between the world, the universe, eons of ages. We all pass through it. We get born, we manifest, we sleep, we even let go of all of that stuff somehow, which is a very interesting sort of part of the spiritual nature that we should learn about as well. So, heart center, we are a reflection of others. Whatever we put out there is generally a reflection of ourselves. So if we're connected in physical time and space by our bodies as spiritual beings, then other people in the room, if they're all sitting up and talking and everything, tops of their heads, which is outside of our physical, are all connected, and communication tends to run through that. So the idea of good posture is all about keeping yourself connected in that physical position and in that moment, here and now. So the top of your head is here now, where I am at this point in time. And that's why the way we're made as human beings is for 100% guarantee of success. When you allow your knowledge and ideas to flow in the balance of mind is meaning and spirit is value and energy is thing, when you allow that to balance itself, you always have 100% satisfaction. You're not walking around with an unfulfilled appetite trying to look for something more than what you actually are at this moment, because we're not built as human beings to have that. It doesn't matter where on this sphere of a globe that we're on, or in the galaxy, 100 billion suns, with so many planets that would be like that, similar to ours, at different ages of epochs of evolution, of well-being, humans and whales and dolphins and reptilians and everything, right? And then galaxy of galaxies. Everyone and everything as we are made to be whole and complete and satisfied in the moment. And that's only because we're connected in our posture, in our straight line, to this point in time, and this moment, and this position in space as well. So remembering we can't be alone, we can't live alone in this world, we can't be cast away. Biggest killers in this world are boredom and loneliness. People on an island would end up becoming lonely because all they do is they get no one to reflect with, no one to have value with, no one to love. Your family and your family unit, these are the people that you love the most, that you want to be with, that you share, that you laugh. This is the value, this is our reflective pool. And we're reflections of each other. We've got creation, we've got motivation, we've got ability to, cut and thrust and do things, or balance, or whatever it is that we're after with each other. But we're reflections of each other. But generally, what we're reflected from each other comes back in a different and new and enlightened way. And that's essentially what the dynamic of the human world is like, as we are as people, with feet on the ground, with the civilizations, with economy and commerce and proprietorship, our ability to work, to have resistance to our efforts, to try to find the sweet spots in the day, but then also have all of these things that are difficult. Typically you could run a whole year and then you only remember the bad things that have happened, because that's how our parts of our being are made. We have water under the bridge and everything flows really nice when it's a wonderful reflective, and it somehow comes through in our dreams, in our sleep, and our socializing. But if we do something a little bit negative or a little bit wrong, or we have a faux pas, which is something to do wrong or to do bad by mistake or even willfully, we tend to feel it, and it hammers us and dogs us around and holds to us and tracks to us until we finally own up to our own truths. So good posture is important. Being reflective of other people is important. Engaging your heart center is really important. So having a good posture and S shape of the spine. These are the things that we're going to tackle with superexceed.com.au. I made a motivation program. It's 25 pages and costs $5, big deal. But there's a lot of that first first writer stuff that's coming through me that I'll end up expanding and unpacking further. So it's a pretty good condensed version of a lot of the things that I think work and have value in the world to help you increase your value, to get you to think a little bit about the philosophies of life, some of the good things of life, add value to it. It's you being as a reflective of yourself to me and to this channel, I guess, a way of being able to get the best out of it and to say, okay, I can do something with this, I can do something with that, or what's he saying, that sort of thing. You might be trying to find some of my cryptic stories in there. Historically I've had 15 years of teaching math, science, physics around the world, and I've got an honours degree in mechanical engineering. I've been around and I've done a lot of good things, and I think I'm now prepared at this stage to be able to present to you some of the good things that have been going on in the world and what I think works. So, I've got a $5 program. I'm going to give maybe a little bit of it for free, which is fine. It's not a lot of money, but it's motivation. I call it motivation only because you find your own motivation, you find your own center, you find your own ability to. I'm not going to start giving you mantras and things to say like anything you vividly imagine and sincerely believe in, ardently desire and enthusiastically act upon shall inevitably come to pass. I won't be doing things like that. Oh no, you find out for yourself. But when you clear the clutter, when you heal yourself, when you have good posture, when you're in line and enlightened and connected to all that is, which is the creative life of force of the universe, transcending all physical time and space, when you have that embodied in your personal well-being and reflecting through others, and people are expecting you to come around the moment from the corner like Con Pappas the chef, without too many beers. When you have that glamour, which it is true, we're all gifted and endowed with this potential of glamour. When you have that, well, life is a beautiful thing, isn't it? So let's see if we can grow through together with this. I'm going to do a little bit more creative writing because I enjoy it. I might even do a music video because I want to rock the microphone. Stick the crown to the head. Some of this music from the millennial wah-wah, with this temporal variance, it just doesn't exist, right? It was a temporal variance. Where is it? Because I grew up in the 70s and the 80s and there was temporal variance in music, but now it's all I'm going to the gym, I'm working out at the gym. It's planting in my subconscious this constant loop. How do you survive with music like that? So I'm thinking I'll stick the crown to the head, stick the crown to the head, and did I lose my video?